at least one girl member. So ensure that that is there. And also cross branch teams. If there are teams from different branches like EC, Triple E, Mechanical, Computer Science, combine చేసి ఒక team చేస్తే the chances of winning are little higher. This is one strategy we always follow. ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఈ లోన్స్ ఈవీస్ ఇంకా రెగ్యులర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇవి ఉన్నాయి కదా, చాలా మంది సబ్మిట్ చేస్తారు ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్. సొల్యూషన్ చాలా మంది రాస్తారు. సో అది అవాయిడ్ చేయండి. ఇక్కడ మీరు చూడొచ్చు, మీ ఒక ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ మీకు లిస్ట్ కనిపిస్తుంది, ఎంతమంది సబ్మిట్ చేశారు, ఒక ఐడియా పైన ఎంతమంది సొల్యూషన్స్ ఇస్తున్నారు అని. రైట్, లాస్ట్ బట్ వన్ కాలమ్ you will see number of ideas submitted. If the number of ideas are more, right, the chances of winning will go down. ఎందుకంటే అంతమంది సెలెక్షన్ కారు కదా, either like 2 or 3 people will get selected for finals, and final లో కూడా ఒక విన్నర్ ఉంటుంది. There's only one, there's no runner ups or something like that. So ensure that you take problem statement where you don't see many ideas submitted. It's one strategy we always follow. Irregular drones, electric vehicles, లేకపోతే చెత్త డిస్పోజల్, అవి చాలా మంది చేస్తారు. అది కొన్ని అవాయిడ్ చేయండి. ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ విచ్ ఆర్ లైక్ నాట్ రెగ్యులర్. సో వాట్ యూ హావ్ టు డూ ఇస్ ద స్ట్రాటజీస్, go to the problem statements, read them really well, understand them properly, then select them. Don't just blindly take problem statement just like that. It's not going to add much value to you. ఇంకోటి, లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మీకు లింక్డ్ఇన్ లో లేకపోతే ఫేస్బుక్ లో దొరుకుతుంది, ట్విట్టర్ లో కూడా దొరుకుతుంది. లైక్ హూ ఆర్ ద విన్నర్స్, వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఐడియాస్ గాట్ సెలెక్టెడ్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్. సో ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇక్కడ కూడా ఉంటుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ గో టు అబౌట్ SIH పాస్ట్ ఎడిషన్స్, you will see 2017 నుంచి 2023 వరకు డేటా ఉంది. So here you will find what problem statements were given last year and what kind of solutions were given last year. So కొంచెం దాన్ని స్టడీ చేయండి. This is strategy, right? If you want to win, you have to do your homework really well. So ఇక్కడ కొంచెం స్టడీ చేసి దాన్ని బట్టి మీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ సెలెక్ట్ చేయండి. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ స్ట్రాటజీ. ఇంకోటి, క్రాస్ బ్రాంచ్ టీమ్ చెప్పాను కదా, టీమ్ మెంబర్స్ 6 ఉంటే 6 కి పని చేయాలి. జస్ట్ నేమ్స్ ఉండదు టీమ్ లో. ఇట్స్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు యాడ్. ఓకే, మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేస్తాను. Sorry for that interruption. There were some instructions from IIC. Anyway, so 6 members ఉంటే 6 team members పని చేయాల్సిందే. జస్ట్ నేమ్ సేక్ కోసం పెట్టుకోవద్దు టీమ్ మెంబర్ ని. Especially I'm talking about girls team. Girls members ఉంటే పని చేయాల్సిందే. Don't be there just for namesake. You participate equally to develop the solution. So right now for this year, they are expecting from each college about 50 ideas, 45 plus 5, 45 ideas select అవుతాయి, 5 ideas will be in buffer. So make sure your idea gets selected college లో మీరు సబ్మిట్ చేసిన ideas finally అవుతాయి. ఆ 50 ideas next level కి వెళ్తాయి. That's how things will work. I'm repeating this again. మీ కాలేజ్ లో ఒక ఇంటర్నల్ హ్యాకథాన్ అని చేస్తారు. ఆ హ్యాకథాన్ లో ఒక 50 ఐడియాస్ సెలెక్ట్ అవుతాయి. మీరు సబ్మిట్ చేసిన ఐడియాస్ లో ఎవ్రీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ విల్ సబ్మిట్ దేర్ ఐడియాస్. Finally 45 plus 5 ideas will be sent to final next round. Next round తర్వాత సెలెక్షన్ అయిన ఐడియాస్ ఫైనల్స్ కి వెళ్తాయి. So that's how the whole process. ఇంకోటి, ప్రెజెంటేషన్ గురించి మాట్లాడడం కదా, I'm repeating this again. All the participants who are going to present for hackathon, this Smart India hackathon, it's a golden opportunity. You can go different places, present your idea, work with different people. Consider this as a very good opportunity and present your ideas. Chala baguntadi actually. It's very lot of fun also. So when you're presenting your solution, use this presentation format only. This presentation you will find in, if you go to this website, you will see guidelines, idea PPT. ఇక్కడ idea PPT click చేస్తే ఒక PowerPoint download అవుతుంది. ఆ PowerPoint ఇది. Government has given a particular format you have to follow. Anybody who's presenting Smart India Hackathon will follow this presentation format only. No other presentation formats are allowed. Problem statement ID you will get from, if I open the presentation, you will see first slide, 6 slides ఉంటాయి. 6 slides లో presentation slide title page పెడతారు. ఇక్కడ మీ ఐడియా పేరు పెడతారు. Whatever team name you have selected, you will put that. Problem statement ID will come from, మీరు ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తారు కదా, దీనికి ఒక పిఎస్ నంబర్ కూడా ఉంటుంది, పిఎస్ నంబర్ అని. SIH 1524 ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ పిఎస్ ఐడి. ఇక్కడ ఆ నంబర్ ఇక్కడ రాస్తారు. SIH 1524 అని వచ్చింది కదా, 1524 is problem statement ID. Problem statement title is problem statement title. ఇక్కడ పైన రాసి ఉంది కదా, whatever you, that whole thing will be a problem statement title. Theme, this మీరు ఇక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ చేశారు కదా పైన, select theme అని. Let's suppose you are select smart vehicles. Smart vehicles will be your theme. Next comes PS అంటే problem statement category. PS stands for problem statement category. Either it is hardware or software. You will write either one of them. Generally, ఇక్కడ template open చేసినప్పుడు it will be both. Don't put both. Either you are doing software or you are doing hardware. You don't do both. So remove hardware if it is software only. So like this, you will remove it and just put software. If it is hardware, then you will put hardware. Team ID and team name will come later. Once you get selected in the top 50, I told you, right? 50 ideas will get selected. Then only you'll get this team ID and team name. Next slide comes your team name and idea title. మీరైతే మీ టీం పేరు పెట్టుకున్నారు కదా, ఒక పేరు పెట్టుకుంటారు, అది టీం పేరు ఉంటుంది. That will continue, and idea title, whatever name you have given to your idea. Proposed solution. ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇక్కడ తెలుసుకున్నారు కదా. Let's suppose you have taken student innovation. It talks about creating intelligent devices to improve the commutation sector. ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఏంటంటే, మనం ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ ఇప్పుడు ఇవాళ రేపు ట్రాఫిక్ చాలా పెరిగిపోతుంది కదా, ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ని సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి ఏదైనా సొల్యూషన్ ఇవ్వండి అని గవర్నమెంట్ ఈస్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ. దిస్ ఇస్ స్టూడెంట్ ఇన్నోవేషన్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ given by theme by the Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. So they want you to come up with solution to solve the traffic issues. దానికి మీరేం చేస్తారు, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఇక్కడ పైకి వెళ్ళి దాని డీటెయిల్స్ అన్ని ఇక్కడ రాస్తారు. దాని తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇక్కడ ఒక సొల్యూషన్ చెప్తారు, your proposed solution, how you want to solve the problem statement. Either it could be like you will put cameras on the junctions, you will use camera vision, or you will use AI to solve that, right? That's what you will mention here. మీరు ఈ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఒకటి గుర్తు పెట్టుకోండి, ఎక్కువ పారాగ్రాఫ్ లాగా నింపొద్దు, బుల్లెట్ పాయింట్స్ లాగా రాయాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూపిస్తాను. So somebody, this was like last previous format, but you see this, the solution is like just like bullet points, right? So write it in very bullet points only. I'll show you the previous one more. This was 2022 winners. ఇలా bullet points లాగా రాయాలి, paragraphs నింపొద్దు. It should be very small paragraphs only. Can't put big paragraphs. So ensure that you put presentation in that very simple format. ఇక్కడ ప్రపోజ్డ్ సొల్యూషన్ ఏదో ఆ సొల్యూషన్ అనుకుంటున్నారు, ఒక లైన్స్ లో రాయాలి. దాని పక్కన ఒక హ్యాండ్ డ్రాయింగ్, లేకపోతే మీరు ఫిగ్మా యూజ్ చేసి ఒక వైట్ ఫ్రేమ్ డ్రాయింగ్ యాప్ ఉంటే యాప్ ది వైట్ ఫ్రేమ్ డ్రాయింగ్, లేకపోతే ఫ్లో చార్ట్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఒక అల్గారిథం ఎట్లా ఫ్లో అవుతుంది బాక్సెస్ లాగా పెట్టి అది డ్రా చేసి చూపించచ్చు. దట్ ఆల్సో యూ కెన్ డూ. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లైక్ దిస్ పిక్చర్ హియర్, రైట్? లెట్ మీ డౌన్లోడ్ దట్. So like this, you can use images and some icons to show how your solution is working. అండ్ ఫ్లో చార్ట్ లాగా ఉండాలి, ఒక స్టెప్ నుంచి ఇంకో స్టెప్ కి ఎలా వెళ్తుంది అన్నది. దాన్ని మళ్ళీ చెత్త చేసి మొత్తం కాంప్లికేట్ చేయొద్దు. అండ్ ఫైనలీ యూ విల్ రైట్ వాట్ టెక్నాలజీస్ యూ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ టు సాల్వ్ దట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. See what they are expecting, they already put points here. Detailed explanation of proposed solution, how it addresses the problem, innovation and uniqueness of the solution. ఈ పాయింట్స్ కవర్ అవ్వకుండా you have to explain what is your solution అన్నది. That is on the proposed solution part. Technical approach లో మీ flow charts, images, working prototype అవన్నీ ఇక్కడ రాస్తారు. ఇక్కడ just you will tell what you are solving, how you are solving it. Second part is the technology part, how you are going to solve it, which software, hardware you are using, and how the flow charts or images working prototype will be. At this point, you are not expected to do working prototype. మీరు ఎలా చేస్తారు అన్నది రాయండి చాలు. At this point, because you did not build the prototype, there's not much time. We are not expecting you to put, if there is prototype, you are able to do good. If not, just put like what is your approach? How will you solve this problem statement? Next slide talks about feasibility and viability. Feasibility అంటే ఇది యాక్చువల్లీ చేయగలుగుతామా లేదా, దీనివల్ల మీకు ఏమేమి రిస్క్లు ఉన్నాయి, ఇంకా రిస్క్ ఏమున్నాయి, దాన్ని ఓవర్కమ్ చేయడానికి అంటే దాన్ని ఎదుర్కోవడానికి మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు, ఇక్కడ అది రాయాలి. ఫీజిబిలిటీ అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ వి యూజువల్లీ లుక్ ఎట్ టెక్నికల్ అండ్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఫీజిబిలిటీ, ఎకనామిక్ ఫీజిబిలిటీ అంటారు. టెక్నికల్ గా చేయగలుగుతామా లేదా, ఫైనాన్షియల్ గా యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది అచీవ్ అవుతుందా లేదా, ఇది చెప్పే సొల్యూషన్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఇట్ ఇస్ పాసిబుల్ టు డూ ఇట్ టెక్నికలీ అండ్ ఫైనాన్షియలీ కాదా అన్నది ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. అండ్ దెన్ ఇది ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మీకు ఏదో ఛాలెంజెస్ వస్తాయి కదా, దానికి మీరు ఆ ఛాలెంజెస్ ఏమున్నాయి, దానికి మీరు ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ టాక్స్ అబౌట్ ఇంపాక్ట్ అండ్ బెనిఫిట్. మీరు ఇది ఒక ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్, యూఆర్ సాల్వింగ్ సమ్ పీపుల్ రైట్, వాళ్ళకి దీని సొల్యూషన్ వల్ల ఎలా బెనిఫిట్ అవుతుంది. లెట్ సపోజ్ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను. లెట్ సపోజ్ యూఆర్ డెవలపింగ్ ఫర్ డిజాస్టర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ వన్ డ్రోన్. ఒక డ్రోన్ ఉంది, ఇప్పుడు విజయవాడలో వర్షాలు పడ్డాయి కదా, మెనీ పీపుల్ కుడ్ నాట్ రీచ్ ద పీపుల్ హు ఆర్ గాట్ ఎఫెక్టెడ్ బై ఫ్లడ్స్ రైట్. సో దానికి ఒక డ్రోన్ తయారు చేశారు. అది ఎవరికి పనికొస్తుంది, ఇప్పుడు పీపుల్ హు గాట్ స్టక్, ద విక్టిమ్స్ ఆఫ్ ది విక్టిమ్స్ హు గాట్ స్టక్ ఇన్ ది ఫ్లడ్స్ రైట్. సో మీరు చేసే డ్రోన్ సొల్యూషన్ ఏదో ఉంది, అది వాళ్ళకి ఎలా పనికొస్తుంది, అది ఇక్కడ రాస్తారు మీరు. So one answer would be that we could provide food and we can provide them medicine. That benefit is possible, right? And third part is like people can't reach, but this machine or drone can reach to the place. That is another advantage you can show. So this is social, economic, and environmental. Some cases it is environmental కూడా possible, environmental benefit కూడా ఉంటుంది. So ఆ benefits ఇక్కడ రాస్తారు మీరు. జనాలకి ఎట్లా పనికొచ్చింది, దానివల్ల సోషల్, ఎకనామిక్ అండ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ కి ఎలా బెనిఫిట్ అవుతుంది, ఆ పాయింట్స్ ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. లాస్ట్ స్లైడ్ లో ఏం పెడతారు అంటే, మీరు ఇవన్నీ స్టడీ చేస్తారు కదా, స్టడీ చేసేటప్పుడు యూ విల్ రెఫర్ సమ్ లింక్స్ రైట్, సమ్ గూగుల్ లింక్స్ లేకపోతే గవర్నమెంట్ లింక్స్ రెఫర్ చేస్తారు. ఆ డేటా ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేయండి మీరు ఏదైతే వెబ్సైట్ కి వెళ్ళారు. చాట్ జీపీటీ నుంచి అన్ని లేపి పెట్టకండి ప్లీజ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఈజీ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. డోంట్ కాపీ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఫ్రమ్ చాట్ జీపీటీ అండ్ పుట్ స్టఫ్. ఐఎమ్ రిక్వెస్టింగ్ దిస్ అగైన్. Don't copy paste directly from ChatGPT and fill this presentation. అది చదివేటానికి అర్థమైపోతుంది మీకు, మొత్తం కాపీ కొట్టిరని. సో దెన్ యూ విల్ లూజ్ యువర్ కాంపిటీషన్ కంప్లీట్లీ. సొంతంగా స్టడీ చేయండి, గవర్నమెంట్ వెబ్సైట్స్కి వెళ్ళండి, అక్కడ చాలా డేటా ఉంటుంది, అక్కడ నుంచి తీసుకొని ఇక్కడ పెట్టండి. దట్ షోస్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ యాక్చువల్లీ వర్క్డ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్. ఆ సొల్యూషన్ పైన మీరు వర్క్ చేశారని ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది. ఆ లింక్స్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలి, గవర్నమెంట్ లింక్స్, గవర్నమెంట్ది ఇంకా ఇండస్ట్రీ బాడీ లింక్స్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలి. గూగుల్ నుంచి డైరెక్ట్ తీసుకొని పెట్టద్దు, గవర్నమెంట్ బాడీ రిపోర్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి, దాని నుంచి తీసుకోవాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ జస్ట్ షో యూ వన్ డేటా. లెట్ సపోజ్ ఫార్మింగ్ గురించి మీరు డేటా తీసుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, దేర్ ఆర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ గవర్నమెంట్ వెబ్సైట్స్. వన్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ ఇస్ దిస్, షో యూ దట్ ఉపజ్ ఆర్ కృషి మాపర్. కృషి మ్యాపర్ అని గవర్నమెంట్ ది వెబ్సైట్ డేటా ఉంది. అండ్ దెర్ ఇస్ వన్ మోర్ వెబ్సైట్ కాల్డ్ డేటా డాట్. ఇక్కడ యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్ జియోస్పేషియల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ ఈచ్ ఫార్మ్ ల్యాండ్. ఏదైతే ఫార్మ్ ల్యాండ్ ఉంటుంది, ఫార్మర్ది ల్యాండ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, దాంట్లో వారు ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్రాప్ వేస్తున్నారు అన్నది డేటా మొత్తం గవర్నమెంట్ ఆల్రెడీ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుంది మనకు. ఈ వెబ్సైట్ లో అథెంటిక్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడ వెళ్ళి తీసుకోవడంలో మీనింగ్ ఉంటుంది. మీరు ఎక్కడో పోయి డేటా తీసుకోవడం కన్నా టేక్ డేటా ఫ్రమ్ దీస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ వెబ్సైట్స్. దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ వెబ్సైట్ ఫర్ data.gov అని. This also gives information on different sectors, data.gov.in అని. I'll share this links your faculty and all. Here you will get different sector information also. Like you can get information on health and family welfare, water and sanitation, education, agriculture. There's a lot of data there already there by government of India. So try to get information from these kind of resources so they are authentic. ఇది చెప్పింది కరెక్ట్ ఉంటుందని ఒక భరోసా. లేదంటే డైరెక్ట్ చాట్ జీపీటీ చెప్పారు అనుకోండి, ఏడు నుంచి వచ్చింది ఎవరికి తెలియదు. అవాయిడ్ యూజింగ్ చాట్ జీపీటీ, మై సిన్సియర్ రిక్వెస్ట్ టు ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. For study purpose it is fine to some extent, but for these kind of things, the last slide you can delete. This is just reference, this is our instructions for you, how to make and how to present your solution and how to send it at the end. PPT లా కాదు, PDF లా పంపించాలి అని. instructions when I read this instruction. This slide you can remove when you are submitting the final presentation. Yes, final presentation include only 6 slides, 1 to 6. One will be the title slide. Next is idea title. This proposed solution. Next technical approach, feasibility and viability, impact and benefits, research and reference. That's it. Nothing more beyond that. Don't change the format. Don't take out these logos. ఈ స్మార్ట్ ఇండియా హ్యాకథాన్ 2024 లోగో తీయద్దు. అలానే పెట్టాలి. ఇక్కడ మీ యువర్ టీమ్ నేమ్ ఇక్కడ రాయాలి. ఇక టాప్ లెఫ్ట్ కార్నర్ లో. మిగతా ఏది ఫార్మాట్ చేంజ్ చేయొద్దు. Everything should remain the same. Is this clear? Any questions from anybody so far? So there is a question here. What kind of questions are asked in hackathon? That is a question. What type of questions asked in a hackathon? So Mr. Sunil is asking this question. That kind of questions they ask generally is like, what first thing is, did you understand the problem statement really well or not? Second, your technical approach, the way you're trying to solve the problem statement, clearly are you able to explain or not? Third point is like the technical feasibility. అంటే యాక్చువల్గా చేయగలుగుతామా లేదా అన్నది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయగలగాలి. ఆ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎక్కువ అడుగుతారు. అండ్ ఇన్నోవేటివ్నెస్ అంటే మీరు చేసే సొల్యూషన్ ఆల్రెడీ మార్కెట్లో ఉందా లేకపోతే కొత్తగా ఏదైనా చేశారా లేదా అన్నది మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. ఇన్నోవేటివ్నెస్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ సొల్యూషన్. ఏదో సొల్యూషన్ టెక్నిక్ చెప్తున్నారు కదా ఇక్కడ, ప్రపోజ్డ్ సొల్యూషన్ అని. ఆ సొల్యూషన్ ఎంత యూనిక్ ఉంది. That is most one of the important part. Always remember that. And one more thing is how much impact can it create in the market? Market లో ఎంత జనరల్ ఇంపాక్ట్ చేయగలుగుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చేసే సొల్యూషన్ లెట్ సపోజ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కోసం చేస్తున్న స్టూడెంట్ కోసము, దానివల్ల బెనిఫిట్ అవుతుందా లేదా, you should be able to explain. So those kind of questions generally asked. Any other questions from anybody before I go? If you have any questions, please put on the chat, either in YouTube or Zoom. You on the YouTube chat also. No questions on YouTube. Okay. So moving forward, there are 2 questions of the message. If you are selected, the hackathon required hardware components are provided or not? That you have to arrange, not by the government, but will be arranged in your college itself. The question is like if the hardware components will be provided by or not, provided or not. So if your idea is selected for finals or even before that, I think the college will support, or you can take from lab directly. So that will be taken care, I believe. Next is what will be the minimum size of a batch, sir? Can we take this challenge with 3 members only? No, minimum required is 6, not more than or not less than 6, I think, and 1 girl member for sure. On what basis of idea can we reduce the slides? Is a question from Mr. Ramsari. Basis of idea can reduce the number of slides. No, it doesn't. You will need to explain your idea, you will need this amount of slides for sure. This format was made after a lot of deliberation. We cannot reduce the number of slides. You have to explain all points anyway. How many days is a hackathon? This hackathon is not this final hackathon will be, software will be about 2 to 3 days, whereas hardware will be about 4 to 5 days. The number of days I don't think they have put in the website yet, but last year or before last year was about, software was 2 to 3 days and hardware was about 4 to 5 days. So that's Mr. Sunil's question. Aravind question, sir, why should we avoid drones and EVs, sir? Because the suggestion was to in EVs because a lot of people will put problem solutions for that particular area. And last year we saw almost like 500 people submitted solutions for the particular area. That's where, unless you have a very, very unique solution, like which is very groundbreaking, I would suggest avoid it. If you have a very groundbreaking solution, then definitely you should go for it. What was the other question? How many days is the hackathon? I told you 2 to 3 days for software, about 5 days for hardware. You are supposed to build the hardware at that spot. Some people build it upfront also. That is also okay. So that question is there. Thank you. Once if the PPT gets shortlisted, what's next? So first step is like I'm repeating this step again. So first thing what you do, first you'll select a problem statement, you'll make the presentation, you'll present in an inter hackathon that will happen in your college. About 50 teams will get selected out of that college and they will be submitted online. And their online submission uh, will be evaluated by external jury, which is we don't know who is that. From that, some ideas will get selected. Those ideas will be called for finals. That's how the process will work. So the PPTs which get shortlisted in your college will be uploaded to the SI's website. That will go to next level of evaluation. That's the question I think Akhilesh is asking. I hope I answered that question. Once the semifinals or the next round gets selected, then you will call for finals, where they'll be physically you are supposed to build that solution. It could be hardware or software. You will build that and present it to jury for 3 to 5 days, depending on software or hardware. And finally, they'll select the final winner. That's how the process works. Beginners do hackathon? Yes, there's a question from Mr. Sunil. Can beginners do hackathon? There's no such thing called beginners. The Smart India Hackathon people understand that you are students and they expect you to be participant in these hackathons and learn from it. So there's no problem if beginner or not. It doesn't matter. After completing PPT, where should we submit it? This is a good question by Mr. Madhav. Sir, after completing PPT, where should we submit it, right? So once you completed your PPT, there will be an internal hackathon will be there. Before that, the departments will reach out to you. I think these details will be shared by Student Activity Center or IIC team in your college, and they will coordinate the next steps. They'll inform you. Just in the meantime, in 1 or 2 days, just complete your work, keep the presentation ready. There'll be an internal hackathon will be there where your departments will reach out to you and you can submit the presentation there. So groundbreaking solution means groundbreaking is something which is completely unique, which is not there in the market currently. So you go on. There's a question from Mr. Arvind. When I said groundbreaking, that means like something which is clear. That's what we call groundbreaking. Groundbreaking doesn't mean to be it's like something unique solution. Sir, how to see last year presentation of hackathon? Search online on Google. There are many people have made YouTube videos on this. Also, there are LinkedIn websites. LinkedIn is there where you can get information. Who are the winners of last year? Go to their college websites. You have to dig in a little bit. The colleges have some presented their ideas online on their websites. You can find from there also their presentations. I'll show that in a bit. Is there any possible that all the team members from same department can participate? Yes, you can. There's no stopping from there. But to win a competition, it is always recommended that you come from different departments. There's a question from Mr. Korla Niharika that is it okay to get all team members from the same department? Yes, you can, but the winning chances will go a little down because when you're solving a particular problem statement, it is expected that different departments are coming together to solve it. That is the best, one of the better combinations. So that's where we suggest students who come from different sections or different departments. Sir, is there any free website for developing our ideas? What do you mean? Mr. Pawan Kumar is asking a question. Is there any free website for developing our ideas? Can you elaborate that? I don't know what you're talking about. How will you developing your ideas website? You are asking any tools are there? There are tools freely available that I can share. Just give me a minute. I think that's what you're asking. Pawan Kumar, can you elaborate on your question? Pawan Kumar Dumpala, is there any free website for developing ideas? Can you elaborate on that? In the meantime, I'll show you some resources you can use to develop your ideas. So if you what you're seeing on the screen is tools that we generally use for software development, like POC if you're doing wireframing. We use tools like Balsamic or Figma for research. Google Forms, Prototype, UI, UX, Figma is there, InVision, Firebase, Postman. Full stack development, I think you don't need this. The Node.js, Django, all these tools are there. If you come to hardware, you have tools like Fusion 360 for 3D modeling, Blender again for marketing purposes, sensors and other things. There are websites like Falstad or Tinkercad for making circuits and for free. These are all free. I can share this list with your IIC coordinators. They'll share it with you. These are some tools that you can use, or you can take screenshot if you're smart. If not, I can't help you. What was the other question? There's another question from 2385180453. Do we have to change our solution as we already got selected by our solution? If your solution is matching with any problem statement, then it is fine. If the problem statement is not matching, then we have to refine it. I believe that your solution is in line with the problem statement given by SIH. If not, then we have to update it. What's the ideal outcome of a hackathon? The ideal outcome of a hackathon, hackathons we go to win only, or second part, secondary outcome is learning. On exposure, networking. Networking is one thing, you get exposure to real world problems. You get exposure to different friends from different colleges. Amazing networking happens. People have become lifelong best friends coming to these hackathons. I personally have seen that. Uh, Ideal outcome, yes, of course, winning, getting cash prize of 1 lakh rupees is a big deal. But other benefits are you get a lot of networking, you learn different technologies in a very short time, you get to know different people. So there's multiple benefits there. You get like us also. Next question from Mr. Sunil. Good communication skills needed for hackathon. It helps because people come from different parts of India. We can't talk local languages. So better to have good communication in terms of English. That will help. But that is it really essential? I don't think so. If you are able to present your idea well, that is important. See, whatever good work you do, if you are not able to present, there's no use, right? So that's where better to, if as long as you're able to explain your idea properly, that is good enough. No need to have like a Oxford dictionary kind of level of work done. Okay, any questions on this? No, YouTube, nothing. Any other questions, anybody? Now, coming to the next stage of strategies, I'll tell you what to do. When you are participating in the hackathons, make sure you follow the social media of SIH. So how will you do that? Just go to SIH website, sih.gov.in. Once you click on, you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you will see something called followers. That is Facebook, Insta, Twitter, and LinkedIn, right? Click on that links and start following them. And whatever you do, you participate in internal hackathon, you go to, you got selected, everything you should post and tag these links. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, strongly recommend right now to make a profile and tag and follow these links that are given at the bottom of India Hackathon. If you don't have Twitter, make it right now. If you want to win smart, these are all strategies that work, that has worked already. So make sure you do it. So like this, there's a follow button will be there. Click on that, you will see following. Then you will see following. So you should follow that. And also, whenever you post, when you post on LinkedIn, tag this MOEs means innovation cell. Don't forget to do that. Okay. Whenever you are posting on Instagram, also make sure you tag that SIH department. When you open this link, it will take you to this, right? So always start following them and then also tag them whenever you post it. So that's one of the strategies that worked for us last time when we did it. So don't forget that. And same thing for Twitter also. All this Facebook, Instagram, you should be very active on social media. Whenever you're doing internal hackathon, external, whatever the stage you are at, make sure you follow and tag these four social media platforms for sure of Ministry of Education, Smart India Hackathon. Don't forget that. It's easy to do and don't forget. Some presentation guidelines, keep the presentation short and clear. Don't put long paragraphs. It's a presentation, it's not story writing, right? So make sure that it's there. And whenever you put some data, always put links where you got information from. It should be either government organization link or industry bodies. As I shown you earlier, right, about the farming information, you should put that. You're supposed to, you're making, I think after the internal hackathon, you'll make one YouTube video. I don't know if this step is there or not, but keep your audio clear. One step, always remember, like don't read your presentation directly in the video you're making. Talk very natural. It's very important. Yes, we already talked about social media. Tag each activity carried out by SIH, MOE, MIC. I mean, these all links are there in the website. Don't forget to do that. Anything else? Yeah, I think that's good here. So there is a question from Mr. Arangi Vijay Krishna. So the question is, how will the winners be judged and chosen, sir? Okay, so winners will be based on how innovative your idea is it unique or not? Third part is like, are you clear in presenting your idea? When you're presenting, see, remember this, your presentation is going to next round. You are not going, I am not going. The internal jury is not going to presentation. Only your presentation file will go. So the presentation should speak about your uniqueness very clearly. That's very important. Remember this. Otherwise, what will happen? It will, you will lose there only. So make sure that your presentations should be very clear. So one of the criteria is, I told you, novelness, how novel it is, or newness is there, innovativeness, how clearly you are presenting, and is it the solution is impacting others or not clearly, and have you properly presented? Is it clearly understandable or not? The presentation is understandable or not? So ensure that you take care of these things. Next question from Mr. Arvind, sir, can we access data that you showed now? How can we access, sir, the data what I shown you? I'll send the links, or everybody can access it. There's no problem. I'll share it with your IIC or your IIC, and IIC will send it to your department WhatsApp groups, and you can get that information. All this what I'm sharing will be sent to you. The SI's website is open. It's open to anybody. It's nothing specific to me. You open SIH website, you will get all this data. But others, I will whatever I'm sharing about that data, that will be sent to you. There's a question from Mr. Vijay Krishna. What if someone is a complete beginner? What do you mean by beginner? Like everybody is a beginner in some part of life, right? So don't worry about that part. Do your work properly, spend some time, understand the problem statement clearly, then you'll be fine. Everybody who became a winner at SIH was a beginner only. They were all like second years, first years, third years, something like that. So everybody was like pretty new, but they came up with solutions that helped them win the competitions. So don't worry about it. Don't worry, are you a beginner or like experience? Nobody's experience in college, right? So that's don't worry about that part. What type of prototype judiciary asked? Judiciary-based solutions. I think your question is, Mr. Tarun Kumar, what prototype should be made for judiciary-related problem statements, right? So basically, they are asking. I think let's look at it. Judiciary, law and justice, law and justice. Yes, the problem statements. All. So they're asking, let's learn constitution in a simple manner, institution perspective. So they are expecting, like nowadays, it's very hard to learn about different rules and regulations and about judicial system. So you can build an app, right? So you can show that my app will include these features. Just write in, like make some wireframe drawings. Let me show you an example. I think that would be easier. It's the hope. You have your faculty and you have Mr. Ishwar who can show you how to make wireframes anywhere you're stuck. You can always reach out to them. But I'll show you one few examples if I can find it. Yes, here it is. So what we mean by wireframe is like, see, when you open any app, right, you will see some layouts, right? You press one button, one screen layout will come, right? So those are called layouts, right? So what you will do instead of building the whole app in your prototype, you will put something like a hand-drawn or Figma used wireframes where you will say like my app will look like this and will include all these features. So that way it's easy for the evaluator to understand that what you're trying to do. This is what you will do if you are building an app-based solution. You can make prototypes like this that you will tell that this is what my app will include. That's how the flow will happen, and that's how I'm going to build it. You can build this using either on a piece of paper and a pencil and scale, or you can use Figma fancy tools to make layouts like that. You need not have to build the whole app. You just show how the app will look like, right? It can be either in wireframes like pencil paper drawings or make some fancy stuff like this. That's what the solution will look like if it's a software related solution. I think that's what that question was about. Did I answer your question, Mr. Tarun from Judiciary? So it's an app-based prototype, then you will make these kind of wireframes and say like this how. And then in the next stage where you have technical approach, you will say like which software I'm using to build it and how I'm building it. The first point will be what I'm building. I'm building an app to explain people that this app will be useful to learn about judiciary. The next stage where you're talking about technical approach, you'll explain like what program language you're using, backend use చేస్తారు, front end use చేస్తారు, UI UX game use చేస్తారు, that you will mention with a flow chart. Like this is how the user will work on it. రెండు పని చేయండి. ఫ్లో చార్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు 2 పాయింట్స్ పెట్టండి. ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ విల్ బి ఫ్లో చార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ యూజర్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్. ఒక యూజర్ యాప్ ని ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తారు, ఆ స్టెప్స్ ఏముంటాయి. సెకండ్ ఫ్లో చార్ట్ లో టెక్నికల్ గా ఆ సొల్యూషన్ ఎలా పనిచేస్తుంది. రెండు మీరు క్లియర్ గా 2 ఫ్లో చార్ట్లు పెట్టాను అనుకోండి, ఇట్స్ ఈజీ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఫర్ ఎనీబడి టు ఇవాల్యుయేట్, రైట్? ఒక యాప్ ని ఒక యూజర్ ఎలా యూజ్ చేస్తారు, ఆ స్టెప్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి. లైక్ వన్స్ యూ ఇన్స్టాల్ ద యాప్, రైట్? Then you do a registration, you'll open that app, you'll do a registration, then you'll go to the menu. Like that, you put a flow chart. Below that, you put the technical flow chart. Back end లో ఈ అన్ని స్టెప్స్ ఎలా పనిచేస్తాయి, ఈ రెండు మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయగలిగితే that's what is required in this technical approach. That's how it should be done. It's that easy actually. Then కాంప్లికేట్ చేసుకోకండి. మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, ఎలా చేస్తారు, రాయండి చాలు. Any other questions from anybody? Did it make any sense? Any other thing? So first things first, make your mind that you want to be part of SI Smart India Hackathon. First step. Second step is go to this website, sih.gov.in. Go to problem statements. Click on problem statement. You will see list of different problem statements. You can select the theme, whichever theme you are interested in. Then select the category, hardware, software, doesn't matter. Then select any organization if you're interested. Otherwise, just start from here. Click on this hyperlinks on the problem statement under problem statement title. Click on that, it will give description. Please read the common problem I've seen in Smart India Hackathon students. They don't read properly the problem statement that is given in this description. But make sure you read properly about this problem statement description, understand it, then come up with solution. Don't jump to solution right away. Humble request, repeating this again. Click on this problem statement title, click on whichever area you are working on, click on that, read this description part really clearly, then you come up with solution. Don't jump to solution right away. So that's the third step you will do. Once you have done that, click on this guidelines idea PPT. You will find this presentation format, start making the team, select a team name, put that idea name, put the statement, problem statement ID, which you will get from this website. Problem statement ID will be here. PS number is problem statement ID. Mention the same thing in the problem statement ID. Problem statement title is there in the website. You click problem statement title, that is the whole title. You can get here also problem statement title. Click on this, copy and paste it there. And then comes what? Then comes your theme. Theme is again this search, this download that you have done. If you have selected student innovation, then you'll see theme on the right side. Okay, don't forget that. Category will be either software, hardware, select that. Team ID will come later. Don't worry at this point of time. Then rest of the presentation you will complete. Be part of internal hackathon. Internal hackathon will select about 50 ideas. All 50 ideas, 5 will be buffer. Those ideas will be uploaded to the website by you as a student. Once there's something called specific person of contact in your college, SPOC, that person will tell you to upload that you are selected. Then you will upload the idea to the website, and the next stage starts. That's how this thing work. There's a question from Niharika. So you said there are many projects on garbage disposal. So we should do anything regarding garbage, should not do anything about garbage. If you have some unique solution that you think can solve this problem, not the regular things like putting a sensor, putting some smart, making a smart garbage bin, those are very repetitive. Many people have done it and failed it. So instead, if you have some solution very specific to take care of garbage disposal, I would suggest not to go that area because many people are solving the problem statement. You can actually see that, right? Like if you go to website, on the website, you will see submitted ideas count. Wait till the last moment, right? Like you will see like number of people who have submitted the ideas at this point. Till now, it is only two ideas for this specific problem statement, but generally, it'll be like let's put search for disposal. So disposal till now only one count, but as the date comes closer, right? The last date now is 20th. By then we have to submit all the ideas. But before, if you see on 20th or 19th, right, you will see the count here. It will be like too many. So that's where we tell not to go in that area. But if you have any some unique solution you think it can